أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله فأخرجناهم من جنات وعيون.
Hello Muslim friends of the world. Germany is a country in Europe that has a fairly large Muslim population. Germany's contact with the Islamic world has been going on for a long time. The relationship can be traced back to the 9th century. So, what is the history of the development of Islam in Germany and their current situation there? In the past, King Charlemagne, 747–814, known as the leader of the Franks and the first emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, currently in Germany, had contact with Harun ar-Rashid. The relationship between the two can be established on the basis of a political alliance. As quoted from History of the Arabs, 2006, written by Philip K. Ahidi, King Charlemagne had an interest in facing the hostile Byzantines. Therefore, he considers Harun a potential ally against him. Meanwhile, the Abbasid Caliph wanted to use Charlemagne to face his rival, the Umayyad dynasty, which had succeeded in establishing a state in Spain. The interaction between Charlemagne and Aaron is known from the exchange of ambassadors and gifts. Sometimes it is said that the envoys of the great king from the west returned with luxurious gifts from King Harun, including clothes and spices. After the time of Charlemagne, Germany's relations with the Islamic world were also recorded in the 18th century. It is known that this relationship occurred during the time of the Prussian king, Emperor Frederick William I. Around 1732, a mosque was built near the Potsdam Church as a gift from the Prussian kingdom to two Turkish Islamic heroes for their contribution to strengthening the Prussian royal troops. In the 20th century, the Muslim community from Turkey came to Germany, which was developing its country after World War II. Immigrants from Turkey have filled the need for labor. Their identity as Muslims remained with them until they settled in industrial areas in Germany, including Berlin, Frankfurt, Dortmund, Munich, and Hamburg. The Turkish Muslim community then moved to organize themselves and carry out joint activities. One of his activities is building mosques in Germany. The Turkish Muslim community ultimately continues to regenerate in Germany. They also preach to local people there. Furthermore, many young generations of Muslims have grown up and been raised in Germany, even receiving various facilities such as free education and social benefits. A report from the Pew Research think tank stated that one of the reasons the Muslim population is growing rapidly in Germany is because Muslims are mostly a productive generation and tend to be more fertile in having children than the local population. Apart from Turkish immigrants, there were also people from Morocco and Tunisia who were recruited as workers with the German government's agreement with their respective countries. The arrival of Muslim immigrants mostly occurred in the 1960s. The Muslim population in Germany has increased by 90,000 since the last survey in 2015. Reported by Daily Sabah, the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees, BAMF, puts the total of between 5.3 million and 5.6 million Muslim population in Germany in 2021. This figure represents 6.4% and 6.7% of the total population, according to the survey presented together with the German Ministry of the Interior. This population growth has made the Muslim community in Germany more diverse in recent years. BAMF President Hans-Eckhard Sommer said this situation was the result of migration from Middle Eastern countries. Sommer's statement could refer to the riots that hit the Middle East and Africa between 2010 to 2016. For example, the Arab Spring and the existence of ISIS caused many residents to flee to a number of developed European countries such as Germany. The influence of the arrival of immigrants has made Germany the country with the third largest immigrant population in the world. German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier stated that Islam is part of Germany. Islam, the religion of Muslims, Muslim life, Muslim culture, is deeply rooted in our country, Steimeier said on Saturday, speaking at the 50th anniversary of the Association of Islamic Cultural Centers, VIKZ, in Cologne. He made this statement amidst growing racism and Islamophobia in Germany, fueled by the propaganda of far-right groups and parties who are exploiting the refugee crisis in trying to instill fears about immigrants. Today, the diversity of Islam, the diversity of more than 5 million Muslims, is also part of our country, Steimeier said. He stated that religious freedom also means providing protection for the rights of religious believers. Germany is an ideologically neutral country. However, religious freedom means that we give space to religions and protect the freedom of believers, all believers, he said. Steinmeier made this statement after a report stated that racism and Islamophobia had become part of everyday life in Germany. A total of 898 anti-Muslim incidents occurred in Germany during 2022, and the number of unreported cases remains high, the Alliance Against Islamophobia and Hatred of Muslims said in its June report. The Alliance is a non-governmental organization based in Berlin. According to the report, racism is a daily occurrence experienced by Muslims in Germany, and that many cases of racism relate to women. Among the documented cases, 500 cases involved verbal attacks such as provocative statements, insults, and coercion. 11 cases involved threatening letters to mosques, and there were often threats related to violence and loss of life. The letters were emblazoned with Nazi symbols. The report also cited 190 cases of discrimination and 167 harmful behavior, including 71 cases of physical harm, 44 cases of property damage, 3 cases of arson, and 49 cases of other violence. Racist attacks on young people and children continue to increase, with cases of women being attacked while they are with their children. There were also incidents of pregnant women being kicked or hit in the stomach. The report's authors suspect the number of unreported cases remains high because they are not widely covered by the media. Anti-Muslim crimes often go unnoticed because such cases or affected people do not report their experiences due to a lack of trust in authorities. The country of more than 84 million people has the second largest Muslim population in Western Europe after France. According to various official data, more than 5 million Muslims live in Germany.